friends. Okay, it is Big Mama. Today is Tuesday. I was dragging this morning, I tell you, but I did make it to wellness today, and it worked out pretty good. I was only supposed to walk 5 laps, 6 laps. I did 8. Yeah. But then toward the end, I was hiking for it. Let's just say that. I am working on my medication was delivered. So, my IVIG treatment. This is my supply bag. This is just for one treatment. I've got lots of calf lines. That's what goes into my port. And they sent new batteries to go for the pump. Alright, let's see what else we got down in here. It has to be shipped with ice packs, because the plasma has to stay extremely cold. Alright, here's my saline. I don't have to keep it like cold or refrigerated. It can just go with my normal. It's almost like opening every plate box, isn't it? Alright, let's see. We got Benadryl. We've got Tylenol. These are meds that I have to take every time as a just in case. I take the Tylenol to keep the headache away. I take the Benadryl just in case this particular batch I'm allergic to. IVIG. That's what these lovely little bottles are. I'm going to turn it when you can't see. Well, you darn know my address. This is my stuff. It is a blood product. I don't know. I think I can get one open. It is a blood product. If you know of anyone that ever goes and donates plasma, that is what's keeping me going, y'all, is people donating plasma. Yeah. It is thick as Cairo syrup. I know it looks just clear. It doesn't look like blood, does it? It is, these are white blood cells. Just strictly white blood cells. And it takes all these bottles for one time. They are talking about swapping me back to the neurologist where I was getting it. Originally started getting it at the cancer center because they were thinking it was just a hematology problem. You know, I wasn't making the white blood cells. And then they finally determined with my stiff-person-syndrome, yeah, that brought a whole new realm of problems. I'm thinking that is, yes. And they sent a lot of ice packs today. I used to keep these, no, because they'll leak very, very easily. And that it is like thick, gritty slime. I don't know if you ever had a diaper, on like a baby diaper, bust open, and it's got all that little crystal looking gel stuff. Okay, that's what it uses out of that. Yeah, no, I don't need that in my life. But we got bubble wrap. I'm shocked your breath hasn't come running. She don't like popping bubble wrap though. I guess I better quit. I don't know if it hurts her ears or what. But anyway, so that's my fun of the day. I'm going to put this in the fridge. Okay, and if I don't hurry up and get to a grocery store, I don't know what. We are out of milk. We're going to be out of dog food. There's a grocery store right in front of my wellness center. And it's the good El Cheapo grocery store. Hey, it's where I got that catfish. It's where I got that catfish. Alright. I'm going to take all these supplies and we're just going to go stick them over at my supply drawer. That little cabinet thing. Yeah. I'll be back. Okay. Tonight for supper, Taco Tuesday, but I'm trying to do like a little something different each week. One week we will have tacos. Tonight, I'm just going to kind of use up the rest of what we have. I need to get it out of here before the new month starts. Because I've been hanging around for a bit, you know what I mean? These are the tostados that I have left that I got from Aldi's. So we're going to finish these off. I've got some tortillas. I'm praying they're still good. They look okay. I mean, I'm not seeing any mold spots on them. My cell phone is broken, like broken. Yeah. I would say I'd call this 800 number, ask a question, but I ain't got no way of calling nobody. And then these mission chips, they've been hanging out. It says best used by December 24th, 2022. If you have chips or crackers that are like stale tasting or just kind of flat, you'll know it when you bite into it. It's like, that ain't quite right. They're fine. Of course they are. You can use them. And here's what you do. I'm going to taste them first. Right, there it goes. I was going to say, not really that flat, but no, there it is. Put them on a cookie sheet. Pop them in the oven. 5 to 10 minutes, 350. Right back to brand new chips. I kid you not. They've never been opened. So, we're going to use up those best we can. Make like nachos or... I'm still here. I'm looking for the scissors. Oh, here they are. I was going to say my scissors. Remember, FATMAN got me all those scissors for Christmas. I swanee, I cannot keep a pair of them in here in the kitchen. They wander. And I'm the one that wanders with them. I probably have about 4 pair near my chair in the living room. I kid you not. Yeah. But tonight I was going to do, like I said, we've got those tortilla strips to use up. So I'm going to brown a hamburger meat for, like, if you want a soft taco, put it on a tortilla. If you want a tostada, put it on that. If you want nachos, use it with the chips. But also, I pulled out a can of chicken breast. I bought a case a while back. And it's dated 2025, so we're good. Trust me. Hey, Bubba!
Hey!
Now that box outside, it feels like there's something in it, because it is. It's just the ice bag things. Yeah. I didn't know where you had wandered with the garbage can. So I figured I'd let you take care of it. No? What are you doing lifting pallets anyway? I don't care. You ain't supposed to be doing that mess. Of course, do it now before you get it fixed, because then once you get it fixed, you really can't do nothing. Right. Right?
Yeah.
What?
I would like to ask our viewers something.
Okay, because I can tell you just keep pacing and you're standing there.
Guys, later I'm going to take you out to the shop and I want y'all to decide on paint it or stain it. It's,
Painted or stained.
I need comments.
No, it just sounds like a game show. Painted or stained. Yes. Hey, you want to take them now?
I can in just a minute.
Because all I'm doing is browning hamburger meat, y'all. Hey, I took out the chicken. Carol Beth, we had gone somewhere and gotten her a quesadilla. And they brought her a chicken cheese quesadilla. And she's had those before, but usually she's just strictly a plain cheese quesadilla type of girl. And she made the comment about how good it was. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to slide some chicken in on her tonight. I'm going to make the quesadillas chicken and cheese. Alright, I think that man's going to come get y'all. Don't do nothing bad with them. But yeah, alright, he's going to take y'all. I'll be back.
Hey guys, this is what I'm questioning. Should I paint it or stain it? That's the side view. I'll come around and give y'all the front view. Don't look at the shop, it's a mess. A little shelving unit. But, you know, can't decide if I want to paint it or stain it. Need your feedback. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. I hope Fatman got y'all his question, and please comment down below. Leave him an answer of what you think. Stain or paint? These are okay. And I answered my own question. Do tostadas go bad? Yes, they do. I couldn't really tell. They didn't look bad from the package. So I opened them up. They've been open for a hot minute. That's good ice water. I can't wait to taste what Jesus has got in heaven, you know what I mean? Anywho, oh, I opened them up, pulled one out. I had like a tostadas, chips, everything like that has got oil in it. And that had almost like a rancid smell. You know how if you keep oil around too long, it'll get like that rancid smell. Had a little bit of that smell. And one half of the tostada was darker than the other half. Once you can smell it and it's changing color, toss it out. Toss it out. So we'll have enough chips, and I'm going to look at these soft tortillas. I'm praying they're good because I already told Carol Beth we're going to have nachos. See if I can't tell if that's normal or if you look right there. Is that normal coloring or is that ooh? You can barely see it. I think it's ooh. There's one right there. So we might just be having darn it. I guess I should have put them in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Once I open them. See, and this goes into the question of, Is that just me looking at it wrong? I'll stand here and kind of debate it. No. I saw too many little spots. I don't know if that was a normal spot or if that was a don't touch it spot. When in doubt, throw it out. So, we are just going to have nachos tonight. Nacho cheese. Alright. And I'm thinking about still opening that can of chicken. I'm putting some taco seasoning in it. And I'm going to heat up a can of black beans. And to make it stretch, I might open up a can of corn. I love Mexican food, like with corn in it. Take me to Moe's and watch me. Yes, girl. That I've got down one night I want to make. I need to figure out how to do it. I might do that tonight though. Okay, I am so sorry. Oh, when we went to Darlene's Discount that last time we went, it's been a hot minute since we've gone. We bought a couple of those little pouches of Ready Rice, the Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, or whatever the name is now. I think they took his face off the thing. That's about like Aunt Jemima syrup and Mrs. Butterworth. Anywho, so I got my can open. We were there, and where was I going with that one? Oh, we purchased the Ready Rice. And Sunday when we got home from church, we've actually found a church home that I think that's the one. That is the one. We have been praying for God to lead us and direct us which way to go. Neither had to be one out there that was truly a God-led church. Not a country club church. Not a church where it was all about, you know, one or two people, because they wrote the biggest checks. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, no, this was not that. This was actually a true God-fearing church. It's a working church. So if you're in Montgomery or passing through, look up Fannin Road Baptist Church, Montgomery, Alabama. Come in. Visit, say, hey, we're new. So, yeah, if you see us, come sit on a pew with us, because we're the new crew. Anyway. Everybody was so sweet and so welcoming. And you truly felt the Spirit of God in that church. There was no question. None at all. Anywho, that had a point. There was a thing. Oh, when we got home Sunday from church, I'm like, what are we going to have, you know? I didn't think about anything being pulled out for lunch. We were all starving. And I got to looking on the shelves, and I saw that Ready Rice. And I'm like, okay, I know I can eat that and it not mess up my tummy. I was going to do that and just some chicken broth for me. And so I got to looking in the bottom of the refrigerator, the freezer part of the refrigerator in here, And we had some leftover spaghetti that I had frozen. We had some leftover sloppy Joe stuff that I had frozen. And we had leftover beef tips and noodles and mushrooms that I had frozen. So I just pulled all that out and I let everybody choose what you want. And I heated up that thing of rice, and it was the jasmine rice. We have never tried jasmine rice. So I asked Fatman, I'm like, you want to try some? And he's like, yeah. And then Carol Beth come through and said, ooh, rice. So I know one packet was supposed to have done one person, but because we had other stuff we could eat, all three of us got a good, a good portion of the ready rice. And we all agreed it was good. Now, I turned the wrong eye on. Look at me. I'm glad I saw smoke. I mean, I had it just cooking away. I think I burned the pan. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put that in the sink and let it kind of cool off a little bit. Anywho, at first when I'm trying to remember where I left off. At first when I pulled it out of the microwave, I smelled almost like a, not really a chemical smell, but yeah, to me it reminded me of like a chemical. And I asked that man, I'm like, do you smell that? And he's like, no, I don't smell nothing. And I opened it up and I took a good whiff out of the ready rice and I'm like, well, kind of. But then it didn't smell like that anymore. I don't know if it's because the packaging got hot in the microwave. I'm not sure. Anywho, that was some good rice. So I told that man, next time we go up that way, I mean, I've still got, back when COVID first hit, maybe even a little bit before that, I bought a 25-pound bag of rice, 50-pound bag of rice, something like that. It was a huge one, okay? And we still have a bucket and a half down there. I know we've got all that, and that's what we use generally. But I told that man, I'm like, okay, every once in a while, especially like if he needs to cook or he's, wanting something and I don't feel like cooking, well, like Saturday, I'm going to have him a treat Saturday. So supper's going to be on him. I mean, it's going to be on him. And he knows that. So, excuse me, hold on. See, it's starting to close in. The more I talk, it's just like someone's just doing that. I don't know when I'll go for my barium swallow. Like I said, my phone broke. So I had to call them today and give them Carol Beth's number. Carol Beth was so cute. I said, Carol Beth, can I borrow your phone? I got a couple of phone calls I need to make to let them know. Don't call me on my cell phone and leave a message and expect me to get it. I mean, I can't even get to my voicemails through the laptop. That's the only way I can keep up with Facebook and Instagram is my laptop and YouTube. Anywho, she came and she gave me the phone and she's just standing there like this while I'm dialing the number, and I kind of look over at her and she ain't moving. She is just dead set in that spot. So I called the gastrologist and let them know, whenever my test comes up, call me at this number. And I gave them Carol Beth's phone number. And she's like, well, go ahead and call the imaging center, and leave it with them too, because they're going to be the ones setting it up. I'm like, okay. So I turned around, she gave me the number. I turned around and I called them and told her what had happened. And she's like, oh, I completely understand. Mine was like that. I'm like, isn't it awful? I mean, you know, I don't know how else to get phone calls or phone messages or test results, or that's how we do our banking. That's how I pay our bills. That's, you know, without my phone, I don't know what I'm doing. Anywho, she's like, yeah. She's like, I'm going to go ahead and write this number down and we'll call you on it. And I'm like, great. Thank you. And so I'm like, okay, I've got that took care of. And I did not realize till after I got back home from wellness, I was doing my antibiotic to go through my catheter. Yeah, I got my turkey syringe. Looks like I'm basting turkeys. And I've got one left for Friday. I do Tuesdays and Fridays. So I got one left for Friday. So I need to call it in so I can pick it up Friday or Thursday. I'll go to wellness again tomorrow and Thursday. Anywho, y'all don't need to really hear all this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because like I said, all I'm doing is braining hamburger meat. Y'all know how to do that, right? Of course you do. Oh, and see, I'm jumping all over the place. Back to the ruddy rice. Now, I told that man, I said, you know, that would be good to have on hand. Carol Beth could heat it up. That child loves some rice. Becca really loves rice. I mean, that was one of her go-tos. In fact, one of these, well, the only rice packet I have, she bought this. I need to check the date. But anything in a Mylar bag, if it's like this, and you see that silver, you know it's a Mylar bag. It is basically airtight. Got a little bit of air in it, but not enough to go berserky over. April 22, 2022. I think that's the date. They used to have it running along the side. But yeah, that's got to be the date. But, oh, this is noodles. Honey Becca loves anything Asian. Noodles, rice, it don't matter. I ate a lot of Chinese when I was pregnant with that child. So I tell you, she ought to have somewhere on her body made by China. Or made by Chinese food. One of the two. Alright, I'm just going to get my hot pot. And put water in it. It's the one I do tea in. I've got my black bean can over here I'm using as a garbage spot. I'm still here. Hi. I'll go ahead and get tea going. It's Tuesday night, so it's wrestling night. We don't get the channel that Monday Night Raw comes on. This is for those of you that are new. If you've been around here long enough, you know. We don't get Monday Night Raw, so it becomes Tuesday Wrestling. Yeah. And we all get into it. Honey, we'll all be yelling at that TV. Hit him hard. Oh, that's what I was telling you about the thing. See? Popcorn. It's like popcorn up here, I tell you. But I always get back around to where I was, kinda. I can tell I'm better than when I was on that gabapentin. Ooh, sweet handies. I ain't, no, don't let me know. Anywho, I'm going to try to do this trick to get this grease out of here. Tilt it all to one side. Take your paper towel, put it down on that side. I'm going to see if I can. All I'm doing is taking my pan and tilting it, and getting all the grease to come down here. And I put a bunch of Scott towels right there to catch that grease. Alright. Look at all that grease that came out. Okay. Now, I'm going to take our taco seasoning packet. I was getting somewhere. I'm going to need scissors to open this boy. Alright. We are not going to sprinkle it all in. I'm debating about putting some in my chicken. I can't season the hamburger meat too much because Carol Beth doesn't like a lot of seasoning. Bless her heart, I had seasoned that catfish too much the other night. It was delicious, and I guess I was trying to hide the fact of the fishy taste. But, oh, she did not like it. She was pulling that bread off. Oh, anywho, that's what I was telling y'all about her with the phone. I was using her phone, and I'm calling my, doctors and appointments and all that fun stuff, and I'm letting them know, that my phone is broken. And so I'm like, leave a message, and I give them her cell phone number. Well, she's still standing there. And now she's like this, that hand on that hip, looking at me dead-eyed. And I'm like, oh, Lord, what have I done? I'm losing my britches. And so I finally get off the phone, and I guess you're going to have to keep my phone for a while. How long do you need it? And there was this little part of me. Just that little bit for a split second. I got ready to say, well, I'm paying for this phone. I can use it. I didn't. I refrained. I held myself. But if it was Becca or Brian, I sure would have. I would have come in. Of course, they've always paid for their own phones. We've never paid for any of our kids a cell phone. We've never paid for them their gas or car insurance. Well, take that back. Becca, we have. We've loaned money. Don't do that no more. Anywho, I'm like, well, Carol Beth, tell you what, you go ahead and take the phone. But you listen, if it rings, answer it. Well, what do I say? So you can either bring it to me or tell them, that hold on, you're going to go get your mom. I said, one of the two, or if you feel like you could, take a message. No. I'm like, okay, then bring it to mom. So, but she was so funny. When am I going to get my phone? I'm like, oh, Lord. Okay, so we're about ready to put our chips in the oven. I've got my beans heated up. I've got my meat. Well, they're doing their thing. Put some water in it. If you do the taco seasoning, you gotta put water in it. But now that has made more grease flip to the top. And we don't want grease. Again, I saw this on TikTok. I mean, I've done it before, but I'm like, okay, maybe that's the way to do it. Uh-oh, can y'all see? There we go. Alright, here's my pan, and I'm just sticking wads of, see, I'm going to tilt my pan. I'm just going to kind of, I'm taking my spatula to try to get it up that way. Now let's flip it over. See if we can get some more there. Alright. Oh Lord. Alright, I'm going to go dump this in the garbage. Alright. And usually whenever we do taco night, I usually do more than 1 pound of beef. And tonight I did not. I was thinking we were going to have the chicken quesadillas, but since I don't have, you know, I don't have the tostada shells and I don't have the tortillas. So, we're just getting nachos. Getting nachos, people. I almost did think about making some rice to kind of make this stretch. Y'all have seen, you can go back. One of our first few videos was when I made the taco rice. And you can put stuff in that to stretch it. And then bag it up in like little quart-sized bags and freeze it. And I would always have, like, beginning of the month, I would do enough to have 4 to 5 bags in the freezer. And when we got ready to have Mexican, no matter if it was just plain tacos, burritos, nachos, I don't care what it was, I would get a bag of that taco rice out. And it was because the rice, the black beans, the corn, the hamburger meat, it all made it stretch. And so I really did it when all the kids were at home. Because you could get by with just 1 pound of meat for 6 to 7 people. And they didn't know. They had no clue. Alright. Got me some more water. I'm debating about either what to heat this chicken up in. I guess I could put it just in a little bowl and heat it up in the microwave. I could do that. Alright, I can turn this off. I do have burritos bowls down for one night. Tuesday night's going to be Mexican. So I've got it down for one night in February. I didn't turn the tea on. It might be helpful if I turn the eye on. Alright, let me get plates. I'm going to just kind of fold this up. I used half. Oh, excuse me. I used half. So, we're just going to fold down. And I'm going to put my little clip on it. And I'll put it over there with the other seasonings. Alright, so I need to get plates, forks. I'll be doing all that while my tea's doing. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If you know how to do burrito bowls, or I'm thinking it's got to be easy instead of putting it on a taco shell. Aren't you just putting it in a bowl? Rice on the bottom, your meat, Tell me what else would go in there. I'm trying to remember what they put on mine at Moe's. I had a steak burrito bowl, and it was amazing. But I tried going in online to see, you know, what all would be on it. And I can go back and look at that, because it did. It told what all was on it. But, that's why it was so expensive. I did for one. You know, I only did one burrito bowl. And with a drink. And with queso. One person. 19 something. You figure once tax got added, it was going to be over $20 for one person. Now, I'm sorry. If I'm going to be paying over $20 per person, I better be sitting me down somewhere like David's Catfish House. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yes. Put me down for that. Not a burrito bowl. Of course, they were good. Like I said, I've been dying for another one. I want that taste in my pie hole. And I don't... But that's why I was talking about like that ready rice. Well, like Saturday, we're going to have, you know, I'm going to have treatment. So, supper's going to be up to FATMAN. Of course, luckily, we still have camp stew down in the freezer. So, camp stew we are going to have. It's supposed to be cold that day. So, and I can just put it in the crock pot on, like, low before we go to church. And then by the time we get home, it should be ready. I'm trying to figure out what's hissing. How is it my iron skillet and it ain't even on no heat? Well, there's heat coming from the oven. I didn't think about that. Alright, so here are my black beans. Carol Beth would say gross. Yeah, they're my black beans. I like them mushy. Not like my butter beans. I don't want no mushy butter beans. And yes, to whoever said butter beans are green and lima beans are white. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, they are. But did you notice that package I had said baby lima beans? No. No, 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 no. Them were butter beans because they was green. Oh, I do have these. 15 bean soup. And I do have some ham in there. So, and I've got 2 bags. How much does one bag make? Don't take care about their split peas in here or lentils. 16 servings. So technically, I only have to use half a bag. Yes, please, and thank you. I was getting to my container. It's where I put all of our dried goods. Let's see. I just got to kind of watch my chips. Make sure I don't burn them, because then we would be up the creek without a paddle. Oh yeah, these are done. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That's those. Yeah, they've gotten kind of golden brown. So we're going to call those done, y'all. Alright. I need plates. I'm still here. Y'all think you got lucky and got rid of me. I am still here. I'm taking out 4 plates. Waiting on that tea. Alright. But yeah, this is what I put all my dried beans in. In this container, I got this from Sam's. I got 2 of them. And I know it wasn't that much. Alright, let's see what all I got in here. I've got some Great Northern beans. Those are good with ham. The little bag of black-eyed peas. These are good with stewed tomatoes and cut up onion. Yes, please, and thank you. Now, to me, here you go. Baby lima beans. Notice they are not green, they're white. Usually, I don't have the baby limas. I'll take my vacuum seal and mark off, you know. Usually, I do not have the baby limas. I get the big ones. But this, oh, I don't even remember when. I want to say it was 2020. It was, you know, when everybody was telling you to get your act together and get some stuff. That's when I got these. And, oh, here we go. I was going to say, I know good and darn well. I always have the big, yeah. See, we love, I think that's the only thing in this container is the big ones. Yeah, large lima beans. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3. So I've got some big bags and then some small bags like that. Because you couldn't find them. I mean, they were, you could not find them. Alright, and it says best used by, it's like 2022. Look it up. Dried beans don't go bad. Not really, because what's to go bad? They're dried. Look it up and tell me if you, oh God. I know my LDS ladies, my Mormon friends that I have, I know they, you know, keep up with them. Of course, I don't have oxygen absorbers, but I keep them down in there. I've got a huge thing of pintos. I've got dried black beans. Yeah. My Jiffy Mix fail. Let's get her up out of the way. Yeah, I always keep you some Jiffy Mix on hand too, just in case. Just in case. You'll be shocked at what you can do with some Jiffy Mix. Throw a can of corn in it and make a casserole. I'm serious. Just make up the Jiffy Mix. It's got the instructions on the back of the big box. I got the big box from Sam's. I want to say it was like $2 and something. You cannot beat that. Now, I'm not one for Jiffy Mix cornbread, but in a pinch, if that's all you have, enjoy. Enjoy. But it is good. Like on top, there's a Mexican. I forgot all about that. I need to do that one night this month. You do your hamburger meat just like you would for tacos. You do your black beans, you get you a can of corn, and you layer it in your casserole dish. You can put rice in there, cooked rice in there. And then you take your Jiffy cornmeal mix, do it like on the back, like it says for cornbread, and dollop that on top of all that stuff in your casserole and bake it. I kid you not. That's some good eating right there. You can also do, like I said, the corn casserole. Take and mix up your cornbread mix like it tells you to. And put a can of whole kernel corn or a frozen bag of whole kernel corn. Pour it in a casserole pan. Bake it like the instructions would be for the cornbread. You want to talk about good. And if you really want it good, you can do the Mexicorn or the Fiesta corn. I can't use that because it's Carol Beth. And it's gotten where I can't eat it. That man loves Fiesta corn. I guess what I should do is they make them in little itty bitty cans. Maybe that's what I need to do. Or could I just take some of the whole kernel corn and put salsa in it maybe, or rotel? I might try that. Because that was how I was going to make my Mexican rice. Not taco rice, but like just Mexican rice. Take your plain white rice, put some salsa in it. Or if you're really ambitious, some rotel. I'm just saying. Alright, it is 5:45. My beans are hot. My beef is hot. My chips are done. I'm waiting on tea. I am waiting on tea. A watching pot never boils. So let me walk away. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, Heinz. There you go. Doesn't that look good? It is wonderful. How's yours go, Beth? Mm-hmm. Good? Fatman?
I hadn't tried. I'm still preparing.
Oh, he's got to crunch his to the moon and back. Let me know when you're going to take a bite. He's fixing to take a bite.
I'm preparing to bite. That's right, tasty.
Isn't it good?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That is good. Using up what I had left in there. So until next time, be good, be sweet. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Share, play nicely with others. Go through your refrigerator, your freezer, your pantry. Figure out what a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Drag it out. Make something with it. Make them eat it. Get it gone. Right, Bubba?
Right.
Because the first of the month, we're going to kind of restock some things. Not all, but some. I'll be back. Y'all be sweet.